Hello dear viewers, and welcome back to Let's Play Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. When we last left off, we were playing Sir TryOnceMore, a Gargoyle fighter of Ashenzari. And, yes, I recall that I left myself in this state because I was getting incautious and I wanted to remind future me of my blunder. Yeah, that was a rough fight, if I recall. Yeah, there were a bunch of harpies and a snake. Wow, yeah, that was not my best moment. I think I had to use some consumables, maybe. Yeah, I'm down to one potion of heal wounds. That's I think I have more than that. Um, I don't know what else I used, but I'm not pleased with how that turned out. Okay, that being said, I remember that we were getting pretty strong. um, right, because we went through the snake pit a little bit, and we got scared off by that. Um, and we've bopped around the shoals a little bit. We've reached Orc 4, but not explored it. Why are we wearing a ring of sustenance? That surely cannot be the right choice for where we are. Oh, right, it was a potion of invisibility that we had to consume. Okay. That it's all coming back to me. One interesting thing about the shoals, you can see that you're not imagining things. The water tiles do. There is a tide in the shoals. The water tiles move, and a lot of races have a big problem with the shoals because of that. As far as getting around, like we're over deep water right now. Of course, now we're not, but it doesn't matter to us because we're gargoyles. We are just absurdly powerful just for being us. Uh, and at level 14, we get wings that allow us to fly continuously, which we are doing because there are only like 2 effects in the entire game that penalize you for flying. And, well, I think there are 3 effects and we're immune to one of them. Being petrified above lava or deep water prevents you from flying. But I'm not particularly concerned about it. I don't believe any monsters in the shoals have access to the airstrike spell. I don't believe that Gastronoc spawns here, although it's certainly possible. Just because I haven't seen it doesn't mean it can't happen. I've just always seen him in the lair or in the snake pit. Oh, and we're still wearing that stupid ring of sustenance. Let's put back on our wizardry ring. Oh yes, that's right. I was going for this plan. Algrib's Toxic Radiance and Ignite Poison. Oh, that's going to be so much fun. I'm excited to share this experience with you. Okay, yeah. Getting transmutations up. I guess let's get that up to level 4 here. Because this is the harder of the 2 to cast. And we're already fine on Toxic Radiance with what poison magic we have. I think we overtrained it a little bit, if I recall. Alright, auto-explore is a little bit annoying in the shoals if you are a gargoyle or a merfolk, someone to which deep water is no barrier, because the levels are huge, as you can see. They're, I believe, larger than normal dungeon levels, although I could be wrong about that. Maybe it just seems like it. There's certainly a lot more open space than almost any other form of dungeon level. Maybe even arena levels. And so, for that reason, you end up exploring all of the level, and it makes you hungry and sad. And sometimes you run into monsters. I think that's what happened to us with that harpy fight, is we were just sort of wandering around out over deep water. What's this? A wind drake? I'm not that familiar with wind drakes. You can exhale powerful blasts of wind. Okay, oh yeah, so it has the airstrike ability. So, this is why gargoyles are so cool. We can just stop flying. We're no longer flying. And we're gonna shout and get that wind drake over here. Oh, and a sea snake too. Yeah, so we were blown backwards by the airstrike. Um, Airstrike does a lot more damage if you are flying or otherwise airborne. Yeah, and you just can start and stop flying. I think our mace also lets us fly, so even if we weren't incredibly overpowered for being gargoyles, we would still be able to fly. Although evocable flight is more dangerous in that uh, I mean, first in that it runs out eventually, but also you can't re-evoke flying while you're flying while you're airborne. So if it runs out over deep water, you still die. Okay, so mermaids normally can mesmerize you, which means you cannot run away from them. You can only stand your ground or move towards them. But we are wearing an amulet of clarity, which prevents um, that particular form of mental confusion. Uh, things are poking at us with sticks. That's no fun. Yeah, mermaids are one time when you are kind of required to break that rule of not walking towards your enemies. The game knows it's dangerous. It's why it's an offensive ability of theirs. All it does is make you walk towards them. It doesn't even make you, it just keeps you from running away, and that's so dangerous. Alright. So, the reason why we backed around the corner there is to place the merfolk squarely between us and that manticore. So there'd be no way that he could shoot us short of coming all the way around to, like, here. Like this row of tiles. If he had chosen to follow, which he just now noticed us. Oh, he barbed us. That's no fun. I guess that's why we have spells now. Let's see what happens if we fireball this manticore. We get hungry, of course. But let's just try to nuke him down from range. Oh yeah, fireball's really loud, isn't it? Oh yeah, creative clouds of steam, but oh yeah, it was super loud. We've got all kinds of stuff coming after us. Let's see. Oh, geez, and now we're actually in trouble. These barbs are hurting us a lot. Um, I haven't explored much of this level. What are we going to do about this situation? I think a potion of curing might get rid of them. Nope, shucks. Well, that's one option down. This is painful. We're not in a happy situation here. I think I'm just not giving the shoals as much respect as I should. I shouldn't have used a fireball there. It's way too loud. I didn't know it was around the corner. Whatever. Well, here's one thing we can do. We can cast Olgreb's Toxic Radiance. Wow, yeah, the Griffins just get so many attacks. They have very rapid attack patterns. We do still have a Scroll of Blinking. That might be a good option. We have poisoned everything around us. And you can see we gain the toxic status. It means we're exuding that poison, but we're immune. Suckers. I could teleport, but we've explored so little of this level that it would probably just land us in the midst of more monsters. Potentially even more dangerous than the ones surrounding us. At least these monsters are all poisoned. I don't really want to test out a wand for the first time in this situation. Although, let's see which wands we have not identified. Oop. That's not what I meant to do. Anyway, cold, confusion, fire, fireball, hasting, heal wounds, invisibility, magic darts, paralysis, and polymorph. So on balance, everything it could be is bad. I'm assuming that it's not heal wounds or invisibility or hasting, just because those are much rarer than all of those others. So I'd probably try it out on a monster, and that could help. But like if it's a wand of fireball, I don't want to blow myself up. I've already gotten in trouble once because of fireball. Okay, so one thing we could do is we could turn into spider form. That would make us faster, is why we would do that. I think we were still flying when we tried it out, but I need to use spider form in a few situations that are not this dangerous before I feel really comfortable with using it as an escape mechanism. And I should have done that already. That was a little foolish of me. Hmm. We can read the Scroll of Fog and hope to escape uh, with some line of sight shenanigans. Another thing that really worries me is this Windrake that can just airstrike us down for quite a bit. In fact, it might have used that already. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why we're so injured is because it's hit us twice. We're just not being very cautious. We're not giving this level nearly enough respect. And that's why we've gotten into trouble twice in as many dungeon levels. And that's more frequently than you want, certainly. Okay, so what are we actually going to do here? It's just wielding a regular trident, regular trident. Okay. Don't have to worry about cold. Do I want to stop flying? Will that save our lives more easily? We're pretty... I guess there's an escape hatch there. That would be one reason to continue flying, is to try and get there. We could also blink there. That might be what I want to do. Because this Olgreb's Toxic Radiance is cool and all. But I'm thinking more and more that 33 hit points is not enough to get us to where we need to go because we have to keep flying. I think. I don't know. I think it did blow us backwards even when we were not flying. So the Windrake could potentially shove us into the deep water if we stop flying. If we're trying to get away. The other reason why I'm considering blinking is because we have barbs. Those the Manticore stuck us with his spines. Manticores, by the way, are like lions with a scorpion tail, basically, and bat wings. And their tail, it's not actually a scorpion tail, I don't know, but it shoots spines out of it. That's traditionally, I believe, what a manticore does. All right, yeah, I think we're gonna blink away. We're gonna get over here because that puts us out of line of sight of the Windrake. That's the biggest plus. Puts us out of reach of these guys, and we're just going to whoop go up the stairs. Be interesting. I don't know if monsters continue to suffer poison damage when you're out of when you've left the dungeon level. Like I don't know if we get experience up here. Yeah, okay. Manticores. Now this level we have cleared more or less. So obviously not completely, or there wouldn't be a Manticore. But yeah, okay. So let's try this combo out. Okay, it's poisoned. Let's ignite the poison. Huh. The reason why it says it looks more healthy in the chat log there is because, or the record of our adventures, is because it does burn the poison out of him, but because we have Olgreb's Toxic Radiance going, it was immediately repoisoned. So let's cast that again. Ah, yeah, that's cool. I really like that combo. We get, I guess, 3 turns of poisoning, which presumably will go up. Okay, that's at 4 power. If we raised poison more, that will go up. Oh, if we raise our intelligence or our spellcasting, that'll go up a little bit. I just don't know that I want to put more points into poison magic because it does wane in the later game in its effectiveness. What is this exploding thing? I wonder if, I wonder if that was a poisonous plant or something. Oh, we are barbed again. That's unfortunate. Maybe I ought not to be in the shoals either. I don't know. A mantic corpse. um, I mean, I feel like we're strong enough for the shoals, but then again, I haven't played a whole ton on 0.14. I got really used to 0.13, and 0.14 is harder, I think, in some ways. It's definitely easier in others. Like if you're playing, not gargoyles. Oh, Wand of Cold, that's good. Um, if you, it shows the duration of poison now when you get poisoned, which is just so cool. It means that you don't have to guess whether or not resting will kill you or cure you. Just, lets you plan a little bit more. Of course, you could be fatally poisoned and be equally in trouble. Um, Still, but okay. Mermaid there. We're gonna go back to doing the right thing and pulling things towards us. Yeah, she's just gonna keep trying to sing at us to no avail. Do 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 do. Flying round the shoals. That song. Copyright. You heard it here first. Okay, how many turns? 3 turns to extract spikes. Okay, good to know. Bow, 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 bow. Make another mantic corpse out of you. Now that's really it's pretty bad. That's a bad joke. I will stop abusing it. Ooh, we've got an extremely dangerous enemy over there. So we're gonna be cautious here. Oh, these drowned souls are from a water nymph or a siren or something. Something reasonably powerful. So we're gonna get back here. Kill this snake. Just try and not get mobbed here. This merfolk guy, he's just hurting us a lot. Man, not fun. Maybe these things are causing problems. Is it this? Yeah, there's the siren. I'm not having fun with this, viewers. I'm not enjoying this interaction with this siren. So I think I'm gonna kind of run into the unknown here. I mean, it's this is one of the reasons why Ashinzari is cool, is because, see here, we know that there are monsters around this corner. Here there be monsters. Probably some of these guys that we ran from earlier. So like right here, no, they're still following us. We're still just, let's close with her now. She doesn't have any of her spirits with her. There we go. Alright, by the time she got a hold of the spirits, we were safe. Alright, we can stop training transmutations. Since, Oh, I guess... Our transmutation skill reached level 3, but Ashinzari is boosting it to 5.6. I think maybe I trained that more than I wanted to. Did I say I was going to get it up to 5? There's like 4 something. Regardless, I think we'll keep training fire magic just because that really increases the potency of our fireball. And that's something that we want. We will also go ahead for that same reason. And, well, let's train up spell casting a little bit more. Try and get some of these hunger costs down. Yeah, it's... Fireball and Ignite Poison both are a pretty hefty hunger cost. And if we're doing the Toxic Radiance plus Ignite combo, I'm really excited about using that in the Snake Pits. I think that's going to be very strong for us. Okay, so here, Windrake, we're going to stop flying. Wow. That was impressive. Only dealt 1 damage, but maybe it deals more damage if you're next to a wall. Oh, good timing. We kill the Windrake and get hit by a net. That's no fun. Alright. Yeah, this is... Okay, see, this is about what I expected from the shoals. Not that earlier fight, but this. This is about right. What is this wielding? Bearing a deadly weapon. Oh, he's wielding a runed demon trident. That's interesting. Demon tridents are one-handed weapons with a pretty high base damage. I want to say that they're one of the highest base damage one-handed weapons. I know that some swords are a lot higher, but they're the best one-handed pole arm. But it's not branded, so I'm not worried, really. And we can tell Ashanzari warns us of brands on the on our enemies. Okay, snapping turtle and a merfolk with a glaive. Glaives are, I think, the best polearm. They're two-handed, and they're quite... I really like this toxic radiance. Let's see how much that poison affects them. Wow, a lot for that tortoise. Wow, this spell is cool. Tortoises, or snapping turtles rather, fight you for a while and then retreat into their shells and regenerate. They gain a great deal of armor class, and they start regenerating pretty rapidly, which is frustrating, but like in circumstances like that, we were able to kill that merfolk quickly enough that it couldn't regenerate to the point where it could start attacking us again. Just kind of making my way back to these staircases. Oh, good to note. We stopped flying. We need to do that again. The game is nice. It doesn't let you just walk into deep water. It refuses to let you do so. Even if you tell it you want to, it won't let you. Although I suppose you could fly over it and then unevoke your flight. If you're that despairing of life. I think, well, I guess it only lasts a couple of turns, so um, let's put it on. I'm really digging this. Although harpies may be, are they immune to poison? It is just resistant to poison. Okay. Well, that's good to know. We're seeing that it didn't really do anything in the circumstance of resistant creatures. So that might not be quite as cool in the snake pit if it's not. Maybe if it's right next to us, it says the epicenter of the aura is potent enough to afflict even those otherwise resistant to poison. So maybe maybe if they're right next to us, it'll still poison them. And those harpies weren't getting poisoned because they were darting in and out of range. I think that that's plausible enough for me to hold out hope. It seems to be a decent combo, though, for anything that isn't resistant to poison. I think next time when I try the Ignite Poison trick, I'll wait until the aura runs out, so that they are very severely poisoned. I believe that Ignite Poison scales up with the degree of poison in their blood. Oh, that did have a brand. Huh. I wonder why we weren't warned of that. Maybe it doesn't always happen. I don't know. But that's a really good trident. Let's take it with us. Because see that, yeah, base damage 12 and base accuracy +1. Like, that's just insane. It has a damage of 16. That's only 7 less damage than our giant mace. And we can actually enchant this further. It has a low minimum attack delay, although that not really much lower than this. And it's electrocution, which is a good brand. Like, just on the off chance that for some reason we want to switch from maces and flails to polearms is how I was going to finish that sentence before I went over this kraken. Krakens are rough enemies. They are if they are the reason why you do not press auto explore if you are flying. and it's or can swim. Like it's really really powerful. Like it can reach out way into land. See, it actually could reach us from there. The best way to go about defeating a kraken is to wait at about this range. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 7 or 8 tiles away. So it has to, reach a ways to get to you. Oh, I didn't see that merfolk sneaking up on us. That's unfortunate. Oh, there are all kinds. I thought we cleared this level. Oh, not entirely. Oh, boo. Well, this is fine. Um, an Aquamancer and a couple of merfolk. Hmm. I'm going to pause the video for a moment and take a phone call and think about this situation, but I will return soon, dear viewers. Never fear.